In the shadowed underbelly of 1970s New York, the city pulsed with fear. Neon lights flickered over blood-soaked sidewalks where the five families ruled like kings of an invisible empire: the Gambinos, Lucchese's, Genovese, Bonanos, and Colombos. They squeezed protection money from every corner store, every construction site, every dockyard, while hits happened in broad daylight and bodies vanished into the East River. At 2 a.m., in smoke-filled social clubs, capos toasted with cannoli and whispered orders that could end lives with a nod. The Mafia wasn't just crime. It was the city's second government, untouchable, until one lawman saw the cracks. FBI agent Joe Pistone had already gone deep undercover as Donnie Brasco, living the life, earning the trust that could get him killed in a heartbeat. But even as he gathered whispers, the bosses laughed in their armored Cadillacs. Traditional arrests meant nothing. Witnesses vanished, juries were bought, and the code of a murder held like iron chains. The mob's web stretched from garbage haulers to Hollywood unions, raking in billions while the feds chased ghosts. Then came the twist no one saw coming: a forgotten 1970 law called RICO, the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organizations Act, a legal weapon designed for exactly this war. By the early 1980s, a quiet revolution brewed in FBI offices. Agents wired everything: restaurant tables where Paul Castellano held court, car dashboards humming with casual betrayals, even the walls of homes where wives overheard too much. Microphones captured it all: the casual plotting of murders, the division of territories, the fear in underlings' voices. Tension mounted as undercover tapes rolled. One wrong move, and the entire operation would crumble in a hail of gunfire. But the evidence piled up like bodies in a mob war. Hundreds of hours of raw confessions that painted a portrait of an empire rotting from within. The stakes exploded when the feds targeted the commission itself, the secret board of bosses who dictated life and death across the country. In 1985, as New Yorkers dodged subway muggings and read headlines of fresh gangland slayings, Operation Pressure Point tightened the noose. Bugs in a Jaguar revealed John Gotti's ruthless climb, his flashy defiance masking the panic spreading through the ranks. Informants flipped under the weight of Rico's hammer: life sentences for the whole crew, not just the triggerman. The Mafia's greatest strength, its loyalty, became its fatal flaw. Dawn broke on a January morning in 1986 when federal agents swept through the city like a storm. Handcuffs clicked on the wrists of men who'd once walked streets like gods. Courtrooms filled with the sound of prosecutors laying out the tapes, the voices of the untouchables now damning them forever. The commission trial shattered the myth: 11 top mobsters convicted, sentences that stretched into eternity. The five families fractured, their grip on Fear City slipping as rivals turned on each other in the vacuum left behind. What the bullets couldn't touch, the law had pierced with wires and words. The streets grew quieter, the shadows less absolute. But in the ruins of an empire built on blood and silence, the lesson lingered: even the most powerful predators can fall when the hunters learn to listen.